Love came calling today. Love came calling, calling, calling today.
One of the fun things in Amsterdam is just you cycle around and there's a lot of mad people here coming up with a lot of not bad, I meant to say a lot of badass ideas. Like these guys, I think they're like promoting a party or something because it says 18.11 Georgies. What it actually says there is don't like, lick, less rules, more love. Just funny, you know. You're driving by, you see that don't like, lick, and you think like, I'm craving for my woman, you know. Anyway, we're on the way to a special one tonight. There's a spoken word evening at Checkpoint Charlie. And of course I was royally late, but I managed to get a spot in the open mic. So we'll be filming that tonight, and I hope there's going to be a lot of good people there. And we can get some interesting stuff on scene. Curious.
And I would like you to give a big word of welcome to Mina!
The first poem is about opposites, or not so opposites. As far as we're concerned, on Earth, always points of contact, as far as oceans and clouds are same substance, as far as we're all related by removal of three, as far as our feet touch the ground in complementary angles, pushed from our mothers in uncanny resemblance. Or was it 6 degrees of approval, because I already checked and we have 2 mutual friends and the other strangers are also just a friend of someone else's just a friend. We're all moving closer these days, at each stage, pretending it's division from the next, just a friend, to the words jumble, real fumbling to see truth and man-made broken things. Like how our diverted eyes are dodging bullets of connection while our asses are still connected to the same plastic train. We both mutually don't know each other until we mutually know each other. See, I can't even find similarity in our mutual unknowing, and still we mutually know something. How politicians have tried to sew our eyes shut to the glaring parallels in our difference, trying to tell us that the meals and pillows and electric bills we share are perversion or just for attention, that 2 breasts in a bed are holier than 4, that gaily quarreling over a mortgage is different than straightly quarreling over a mortgage, that any love is less. Grinded into our heads again and again until we introduce our lovers as just a friend. So I refuse to see in opposites. I'll only speak in contradictions, not the kind the supremacists claim holy, but the kind like how our toothbrushes look the same alone on the counter at night. How sometimes breath on a cheek in bed can feel distant as moonlight. How sometimes all there is moonlight. So I refuse to see in opposites. I'll only speak in contradictions, for in each way we diverge in concentric circles, there's points of shared center, some orientation as far as we're concerned.
So I've only got 1 poem, but it's hopefully going to run to 5 minutes. So it's about related to the theme of opposites. It's about yeah, in a good place that. It's about like the way I see conditioned perceptions of happiness in Western society, and the way in which that juxtaposes with different people around the globe, like the way I feel personally pursuing those pursuits of happiness. And also like hats off to the guys so far, fucking sick poems. So yeah, here we go, it's called The Pursuit of Happiness. Theories of authentic happiness are inscribed into the minds of many. Philosophical speculation, indoctrination, or experiential judgment. Like a tablet kept close to abide to atone to reach that better you, that happier you. But happiness isn't objective. Cultures and individuals alike share a plethora of takes on what it is to be happy. Before the seemingly unstoppable growth of consumerism creeping ever closer into all corners of our globe, Westerners set out on exploratory expeditions seeking lands far from sight. Conquest, riches, or scientific ponder, whatever the case, stakes were set for monetary plunder. The savages will never be tamed till we can place value on their land, said a famous Western merchant. A dismal outlook from the onset of the cogs that began turning. Theories of happiness roll out like A, B, and C. The hedonist fills himself with pleasure. Desire seekers seek that which they need. Ticks on the daily bucket list fill the list writer with glee. But to think for a moment if that which is sought, that which brings pleasure is conditioned and taught. Normativity is never so simple when power is at play. Normativity wrinkles when cultural perspectives interplay. Click, click, click goes a selfie stick. But what makes one happy can make another sick. With consumerist happiness full steam ahead, mass production paved ways for the expansions of places and people. Controlled fires, cleared forests for cows to graze, all those muck-priced patties, half them thrown away. Are you loving it? But most of us know the destruction we cause. But objects of joy are pushed, hung above noses like fish on hooks. Digital spaces create places and new faces while pushing us further from holding one another. All these contacts on my WhatsApp, but no one to talk to. Expanding circles grow and grow, but physical touch and closeness seem to slow. Information overflow. Those closest to my heart can only use through pen and paper, but not to be seen for my reflection. A phone call I'm too scared to make, a text that takes weeks to create. Surrounded by connection, less and less direction. Data infection, many faces, little touch. Cyberspaces, little digital crutch. Physical needs, little luck. Swipe on Tinder, random fuck. Lust and passion, where's the love? Would I be happier pitched up in a field, tending to my wigwam, living off the land? I don't know. I wouldn't be pressured and poked to smile and grin with a faucet and ashes made from top-range porcelain. I wouldn't end up browsing for hours through pictures of perfection and make me think, this could be me. If only I could afford. I better button up our shirt and hurry to work. Just a little spent here, a new set of threads, a top-notch barber's doing half hour on his sunbed. I could look like them. Won't that make me smile? Get a nice girlfriend then. Maybe a house and a car too, so I can pretend that I'm happy. But what then? What next? The propaganda agents of World War II turned their assault on the consumer, on me and on you. To achieve happiness now we're coerced to consume, but there's always the next model, the next upgrade, the next you. I'm pursuing happiness, but I'm feeling empty. I'm browsing online, but there's already plenty. And I'm okay. The realization of disappointment is repeated and heavy. But I'm okay. I can ride the train, whether it leads on to disappointment or something special. But what about those unable to climb? Too poor to live, to earn? Stuck on the outside, swollen and burnt from the liquor they find solace in watching this world go by. The pursuit of happiness which we've all been imbued has many strands needing drastic review. Instantaneity, ever connected, yet more and more reach for the pills to converse, or the tip-tap swipe to construct a social verse. More and more conflicted between bettering themselves, or frugally living to share personal wealth. The ethical self, or loathed success. Maybe we were all happier before this mess.
Love came calling today. Love came calling today.
It's amazing. Your vodka is really strong. Nothing like what they've got in London. I was like, Dad, don't worry. I'll have a couple of drinks. I'll get on stage. I'll smash it.
Tonight we have another great lineup for you. Even some international guests. And so just sit back, have a few drinks, and enjoy the show. Sounds good to you?
Yeah! The first time a girl called me attractive for an Asian. I didn't know what to say. I was way too naive to understand that what she really was saying is that Asian men can't be attractive. So I just stood there, blushing, crushing so hard. The second time a girl called me attractive for an Asian, I should have said, "Fuck you!" But I was too naive. Believed that popularity was the currency of love, and I had been living on credit. So when a girl was willing to make me feel rich, I couldn't resist. And so we kissed. And I felt desired, wired my brain into believing that pretty isn't a lie, as my cry for approval kept replaying that voice in my head like a broken record stuck on repeat. Not tall enough, not blonde enough, not white enough, not muscular enough, wrong hair, wrong eyes, wrong nose, wrong everything, wrong everything, wrong everything, wrong everything. Don't tell me I look beautiful. Make me feel that I am. I know beauty is a feeling and pretty is a lie. But it's easy to say when you're not trying to hide who you really are, when decades of society, hundreds of Hollywood movies and thousands of commercials have made you believe that somehow you are not beautiful. We have defined beauty with our eyes. Lies the cosmetic industry keeps selling us a lack of self-esteem, handing out vouchers to redeem our sense of ugliness. We become repeat customers to a business cashing in on making us not feel enough. Don't tell me I look beautiful. Make me feel that I am. As character never made the cover of any magazine, and I wanted to be seen by a society I didn't fit in. So I looked into eyelid correction. I researched the options of taking hormones or breaking the bones in my legs and stretched them to become taller. I've been hiding an ugly truth behind my youthful face, that if beauty truly is on the inside, then my heart needed a transplant so it could start pumping beauty through my veins. My brain would need a Houdini act to break free from the chains wrapped around beliefs that beauty can only be seen. Don't tell me I look beautiful. Make me feel that I am. Because we live in a world that sees going under a knife as an upgrade, paid for by society that has always misunderstood beauty. As no plastic surgery can make us look beautiful when it's our beliefs that need a makeover. But we treat our thoughts as not malleable and our physical features as replaceable. We trust the mirror over ourselves and see no beauty in our reflection. We aim for perfection that goes no further than skin deep, and murder our self-esteem with every look in that damn mirror. Don't tell me I look beautiful. Make me feel that I am. But I am done with that mirror. I am done with listening to society, and I am done with those who make me believe I have to fight an army of imperfections. So the next time a girl calls me attractive for an Asian, I will tell her that she can keep her empty compliments to herself, because I refuse to believe that my eyes aren't big enough to see straight into her soul. Because I refuse to believe that my words are not enough to take the hurt out of her broken heart and start making art with the pieces. Because I refuse to believe that my height isn't enough to make her feel that she is standing on the shoulders of a giant. Because I refuse to believe that my body is not enough to turn her on. Because I refuse to believe that I am not beautiful. Don't tell me I look beautiful. Make me feel that I am, because I am.
Yeah! Cojones!
Love came calling today.